When you talk about classic Japanese cars that left an indelible mark on the automotive world, the Datsun 120Y from 1973 is one name that inevitably comes up. A car that embodies the simplicity, reliability, and practicality of early Japanese engineering, the 120Y wasn't just a mode of transportation, it was a statement, a symbol of how Japan began to challenge European and American dominance in the automotive market. Today, we're going to explore every angle of this fascinating vehicle, from its design and engineering to its cultural impact and why it still holds a special place in the hearts of car enthusiasts worldwide. The Datsun 120Y, known as the B210 in some markets, was part of Nissan's effort to create an affordable, fuel-efficient vehicle that could cater to a growing middle class. The early 1970s were a time of economic change globally, and there was a shift in consumer preferences towards smaller, more practical cars. Gasoline prices were starting to rise, and people were looking for cars that were economical yet reliable. Nissan understood this shift and responded with the 120Y, a car that was compact, lightweight, and engineered to last. Its appeal wasn't in flashy power or extravagant features, but in doing everything it promised, efficiently and dependably. From the exterior, the 1973 Datsun 120Y exudes a clean, functional design that is unmistakably 1970s. Its body is compact, with balanced proportions and a boxy, aerodynamic shape that maximizes interior space. The front end features simple, rectangular headlights set within a clean grille, a design that reflects functionality over flamboyance. The chrome accents along the edges of the grille and bumpers give it a subtle touch of elegance without going overboard. In some markets, Datsun offered sporty trims that included slightly more aggressive bumpers and subtle side striping, adding character while retaining the car's overall understated appeal. One of the charms of the 120Y is how timeless it feels. Its lines are simple, but they communicate efficiency, reliability, and approachability. Inside, the 120Y is a study in practicality. The cabin is compact but thoughtfully designed to make the most of limited space. Materials were basic by today's standards, with hard plastics and vinyl upholstery predominating, yet they were durable and functional. The dashboard is simple, with clear, easy-to-read gauges, a straightforward ventilation system, and a centrally mounted speedometer. One of the key elements of the 120Y's interior is its ergonomics. Everything is within easy reach of the driver, creating a sense of control and simplicity. While it may not have had the luxuries of larger sedans of the time, it offered a sense of purpose and utility that resonated with drivers who wanted a dependable car without unnecessary complications. Under the hood, the 1973 Datsun 120Y was powered by a modest but remarkably efficient engine. Most models came with a 1.2-liter inline-4 engine, producing roughly 69 horsepower and 71 pound-feet of torque. On paper, this doesn't sound like much, especially by modern standards, but what the engine lacked in raw power, it more than made up for in reliability and fuel economy. The 120Y's lightweight body meant that this engine could propel the car adequately for city driving and highway cruising alike. Many owners recall that it handled long trips with ease, and regular maintenance was straightforward and inexpensive, making it a practical choice for families and individuals alike. The engine's simplicity also meant fewer things to go wrong, a hallmark of Datsun's engineering philosophy during this era. One of the standout features of the 120Y was its fuel efficiency. In a period when oil crises and rising fuel costs were becoming concerns. Worldwide, the Datsun 120Y offered an economical alternative to larger, thirstier cars. Owners could expect mileage figures in the range of 35 to 40 miles per gallon, depending on driving conditions. This made the 120Y not just a practical car but also a smart financial decision for those who needed dependable transportation without breaking the bank. It's no wonder that this model gained popularity not just in Japan, but in Europe, Australia, and even the United States, where fuel efficiency was becoming an increasingly important factor for buyers. The driving experience of the Datsun 120Y is something enthusiasts often describe with a mix of nostalgia and respect. The car features a rear-wheel drive layout, which contributes to a balanced, predictable handling experience. While it's not a sports car, the 120Y feels nimble and responsive, especially given its small size and lightweight. The suspension system, featuring independent front suspension and a solid rear axle with leaf springs, is tuned for comfort and stability, making it suitable for both city streets and longer highway journeys. Steering is precise for a car of this era, and the brakes, while basic, provide adequate stopping power. What makes the driving experience special is the connection to the road. There's a mechanical honesty to the 120Y that modern cars, with their layers of electronics and driver aids, often lack. Reliability is perhaps the most enduring legacy of the 1973 Datsun 120Y. Decades after it first hit the roads, many of these vehicles are still running, testament to the solid engineering and quality materials used in their construction. Datsun, which later became Nissan, was known for producing cars that were easy to maintain, with parts that were widely available and inexpensive. The 120Y embodied this philosophy perfectly. Owners often speak of engines that ran for hundreds of thousands of kilometers with only minor repairs, and a body structure that, if well cared for, could last for decades. This combination of simplicity, durability, and ease of maintenance helped the 120Y build a loyal following, and it continues to be cherished by collectors and enthusiasts today. Culturally, the Datsun 120Y had a significant impact. In many markets, it represented the first affordable, reliable Japanese car that middle-class families could aspire to own. It changed perceptions about what a practical car could be and paved the way for future models that would further cement Japan's reputation for quality and value. In Australia, for instance, the 120Y became a common sight on suburban streets, admired for its reliability and fuel efficiency. In Europe, it competed with smaller European hatchbacks and sedans, often offering better reliability and lower running costs. Even in the United States, the 120Y found a niche among buyers who were beginning to prioritize economy over size, signaling the start of a shift in automotive preferences that continues to this day. Collectors today prize the Datsun 120Y for its simplicity, authenticity, and the role it played in automotive history. Restored examples are increasingly sought after, particularly those with original paint, interiors, and mechanical components. Enthusiasts appreciate the car's balance of style, functionality, and reliability, and many enjoy keeping them in running condition as a tribute to an era when cars were straightforward, purposeful, and built to last. The charm of the 120Y lies not just in its appearance, but in its story, the story of a small Japanese company producing cars that could change global perceptions of reliability, efficiency, and design. Customization and modification have also become part of the 120Y's legacy. While it may not have been a performance car out of the factory, its lightweight chassis and simple mechanicals make it a favorite among enthusiasts who enjoy tinkering and personalizing their vehicles. Engine swaps, suspension upgrades, and even aesthetic modifications like paint and trim changes allow owners to put their own mark on a car that is otherwise historically understated. The fact that the 120Y can be both a reliable daily driver and a canvas for creative automotive expression is a testament to its enduring appeal. Another aspect that contributes to the 120Y's lasting popularity is the vibrant community of enthusiasts that surrounds it. Across the world, owners and fans of the Datsun 120Y share stories, restoration tips, and memories of their experiences with the car. Online forums, social media groups, and car meets dedicated to classic Japanese cars often feature the 120Y prominently, highlighting its continued relevance in a world filled with modern, high-tech vehicles. For many, the car is more than just transportation, it's a connection to a time when cars were simpler, more honest, and deeply tied to the personal experiences of their owners. In terms of design legacy, the Datsun 120Y influenced subsequent generations of compact and subcompact cars. Its focus on efficiency, practicality, and affordability set a standard that many manufacturers sought to emulate. Even today, the principles embodied in the 120Y, lightweight construction, economical performance, and functional design, can be seen in modern small cars that aim to deliver maximum value to their owners. In this way, the 120Y is not just a historical curiosity, it's a blueprint for thoughtful automotive engineering that remains relevant decades later. It's also worth noting the way the 120Y has aged gracefully. Unlike some cars of the 1970s that may appear dated or awkward to modern eyes, the 120Y retains a charm that feels timeless. Its simple lines, balanced proportions, and purposeful design give it an enduring appeal that transcends trends. Whether seen parked on a city street or cruising down a country road, the 120Y communicates a sense of history and authenticity, reminding us of a time when cars were built with clarity of purpose and pride in craftsmanship. In conclusion, the 1973 Datsun 120Y is far more than just an old car, it's a piece of automotive history that exemplifies the values of reliability, practicality, and thoughtful engineering. Its clean design, efficient performance, and enduring reliability make it a standout among classic Japanese vehicles. For collectors, enthusiasts, and casual admirers alike, the 120Y represents a connection to a pivotal era in automotive history, a time when Japanese manufacturers began to challenge global norms and redefine what a car could be. It's a car that proves that true greatness doesn't always come from raw power or flashy features, sometimes, it comes from doing what you promise, consistently and well, for generations to enjoy. Owning or even just appreciating a Datsun 120Y is a reminder that simplicity, quality, and purpose will always resonate, and that great cars are defined not just by what they are, but by the way they enrich the lives of those who drive them. The 120Y may be small, unassuming, and modest in its origins, but its legacy is anything but modest. It's a car that reminds us that thoughtful engineering, reliability, and timeless design are the true hallmarks of automotive greatness.